Hey everyone, it's Dipesha and today we're going to be doing a Get Unready with Me video, and we're going to be talking about a few things that have been crossing my mind recently that I should be discussing with you guys, and just what's going on with life and what's been happening, and let's just see where this video goes. I just wanted to get unready, just unwind in front of the camera so we guys can talk and just see where it all leads to. Alright, so I'm just going to put my hair back so that it does not flop into my face. I've been doing this. I've been doing a sheet mask every single day. I've been very inspired by all of these Instagrammers who are doing it. And it actually feels good. My skin does feel really good after using a sheet mask daily. I can't do it in the morning because I'm very busy. And I get up late and then I have to go to work. And sometimes I don't have the time to do sheet masks in the morning. So I usually end up doing it at night, feeling all nice and hydrated, and when I wake up in the morning, my skin is all nice and soft and smooth, and I really love it. Just got rid of my lashes. They were troubling me quite a bit because I had them all day long and they were just like poking in my eyes, so I just got rid of them before the video. I waited till the video and then I just couldn't bear it anymore and just got rid of them. So that's it with the lashes. Let's get on with the cleanser. Today I'm using the Farmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. I really love this cleanser. You don't get it in India. I got my sister to get it for me from US and really love it. A lot of YouTubers have spoken about this. I got it because of Cautious Beauty. She is one of my inspirations of all times. I really love her. I have a little bit in my hand. I'm just going to rub it in and just let it melt a little bit. And once it's a little melted, I'm just going to pop it on my skin and let that whole makeup completely melt. I'm also going to rub off all that liquid lipstick with this. It does such a great work at getting rid of all of that makeup. I can never go back to just using face wash because it doesn't get rid of all the makeup that you have on your face. I also love the Innisfree Green Tea Balancing Oil Cleanser. I really love that. That's in a oil form. This is in a balm form, which turns into an oil, which turns into a soapy, milky consistency that you can rub off easily. And this just melts away all of it. I like to go a little bit longer with this so that it just gets into my pores and melts away any of the dirt and the makeup sitting in there. So if you just put it on and then remove it, it's not going to really work. You have to give it time to work, and then you have to rub it everywhere that you've used makeup. Don't forget the sides of your face and the sides of the nose and stuff like that. Now I'm going to use a makeup wipe and get rid of all of that residue. Right, so if you can see, that is a lot of makeup that came out, but it's not all gone. So now that you can see my skin quite a bit, I want to start talking about what exactly is the topic of the day, which you can see on the title itself. And you'll be able to see that my skin is not perfect. It is not perfect, it is not. So I did a video on Instagram a few days ago and I got a comment over it saying, no, what the hell is wrong with your skin, or something mean like that. And it's time to talk about it. Now that you see my bare skin, you guys know that I have a lot of acne marks. I don't really have any acne left on my skin, but these are just marks. And I do get acne now and then, depending if I have periods or if my hormones are changing. And sometimes it's just summers and you have a lot of oil buildup, and sometimes you wear a lot of makeup, so there's a lot of congestion and you get acne. And that just happens sometimes. Now I have learned to take care of my skin so well that now I don't really get acne that often. I just have these marks that have been there since very long, and these have also disappeared quite a bit. Like if you can see, these are the fresh ones. They're almost gone, but they're still there, so you can see it in the video. And I want to be very clear about what my skin is like. I don't want to, tell you guys I have the most perfect skin. I can do that. I can buy a filter or video filter and I can put it in. I just don't want to do that. I want to tell you guys, yes, that is my skin, and I have suffered from acne for a very long time, and we're going to talk all about it. So let's just get a snack, get something, because I am going to ramble on, because this has been in my heart, and this topic has been so close to me that I did not talk about it earlier, and I was just like letting it go, letting it pass. But as days are going, I feel like I really need to talk about this. I really need to tell people that it is okay to have your skin a little bit different, a little bit, if it's a little bit off, it's fine. So we're going to talk a lot about it. So grab a snack and we're going to go in. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a face wash. The face wash I'm using right now is the Body Shop Tea Tree Oil facial wash. I really love this one, and I really love the I really love the Plum green tea cleanser. I really like that one. I like that one more than this, but I have this one. The other one, like, I just can't find it anywhere. I think I traveled with it and then I lost it somewhere, so I have to reorder that one. But for now, then I'm using this. Alright, so this just feels slightly dry. I'm going to go to the sink, wash this off, and be right back. Alright, so I'm back. I'm not going to pat dry my face because I'm going to go in with my scrub. Volcanic Lava Pore Scrub Foam Mousse Exfoliant. It's a scrub from the Face Shop, the Volcanic Lava Scrub. I'm going to link it down below. The names these days, why can't you just say Volcanic Scrub? Why do you have to say so many things in the name? So I'm going to take a little bit and I'm going to start using it on my face. It's going to foam up. It has a very slight beads in it, and it does sting slightly. If you have a little bit of sensitive skin, it will sting you slightly, but it's okay. It's nothing that is crazy. So I wanted to talk to you guys about my skin. I have my skin and my health overall. So I have had a problem with PCOS since I was 15, and I was actually clinically diagnosed with PCOS when I was 17. I started showing symptoms when I was 15. I started getting acne. I started gaining weight very fast, like very easily, and I didn't know what was happening with me. But when I was 17, my mom took me to a skin specialist, and she did suggest me to have some blood tests, have some ultrasound and stuff like that, and she confirmed it for me that I have PCOS, and that is the reason why I'm having so much acne issues. So what happened was I started getting treated for it, and I did a lot of things. So I got into contraceptives, oral vitamin A, a lot of those things. A lot of oral medications were in the therapy, and once I was done with it, I was good for 2 years at least. I did not have any acne. But after some time, I was in Australia by the time those 2 years finished, and I suddenly started breaking out everywhere because medicines had left my body. There is a little bit of residue always there in your body that is still working, and once all of that flushes out of your body, you start getting symptoms back again. And I did have that episode where I started having those symptoms back again. So I went back on the oral vitamin A and my skin got better again. But the doctors did tell me that I cannot go back on contraceptives and stuff like that, hormone therapy again, because I do have a maternal, my maternal grandmother does have cancer or had cancer, and I cannot do it because it's hereditary and I will be at a very great risk of it. So we cannot do that, and it was a major shock, but it was a major waking up call for me, because then I realized that it's not of a big deal. It's nothing to risk your entire life over something like this. So I stopped doing any type of oral contraceptives or oral medications. So I started making some lifestyle changes that got that acne in control. I still have the marks, but marks leave very slowly from your body. I am doing all the products that I can to get rid of those marks, but it's going to take time. I have that much patience for it to take its time and go. But acne has really gone so much down, and I cannot be happier about it. My lifestyle changes and the thought of making those lifestyle changes have changed everything for me. So let's talk about all the lifestyle changes. I'm going to go wash off the scrub and come back and we're going to talk about the rest of it. Right, so I have washed my skin. You can see my skin better right now and you can feel it. The scrub is amazing, you guys. It just makes my skin feel so soft and so squeaky clean. It's just, and it brightens up the skin tone as well. If you can see, it just feels amazing. My skin feels amazing. Every time I use the scrub, my skin really feels so good and I really love it. So I opened up my hair because I've been done washing my face. I really love this Jeju Volcanic lava scrub thing. It's amazing. It makes my skin brighter. It makes my skin squeaky clean. It just makes everything just like come out, and it's so good. And it makes my skin feel so soft, like baby soft skin. I really love it, and I really recommend it to whoever. If you don't have super sensitive skin, this works amazing. Alright, so we were talking about lifestyle changes that I did that changed the acne game for me. I had a lot of acne, a lot, and what you're seeing right now is marks. Let me remind you, these are not acne. I don't have acne. These are all marks. Like from even this is a mark. All of this is marks. This I had an acne here like about a week ago, and this is a mark that is left behind. And I'm always, every little bump I get, I do have a mark left over there. So I use products that help me with my marks. But yeah, it takes time for all these marks to go. So I am going to hold my breath down and I'm going to let the products work. So talking about all the lifestyle changes I made, I started washing my face every single night when I came back home. I washed my face, I removed my makeup. I didn't care about the whole skincare routine as of yet, but when I started out with it, I started off with cleansing my skin thoroughly before going to sleep. So I'm using the Plum green tea alcohol-free toner. I really love that one. And what I usually do with the toner is I like a little bit of slapping motion on the skin, so the toner really absorbs into the skin. So I just don't go sweep, I just slap it on my skin. And if the toner is hydrating, this really works with the whole motion of the toner getting into the skin pretty well. I'm going to let the toner set in for a second, and in that time I'm going to talk to you about all the lifestyle changes. So first thing, as I mentioned, I started washing my face and removing my makeup every single night. Next thing what I started doing was actually taking care of my skin, like going for cleanups every once in a month, once in 1.5 months. I try to go in for a cleanup, or I try and do a peel or things like that, and that really helped my skin. You know, it just changed my skin completely, because what acne is that it's a problem of your skin and it's never going to leave you. If you do something wrong, you will always have acne. So you have to make sure that you have it under control all the time. So these are the few things that I started doing, and they actually worked like really good work on my skin. So number one, wash my face. Number two, I started going for cleanups and getting my skin cleaned out, all the congestion cleaned out every single month. And I started either peeling or doing something like that that would actually get rid of all of that gunk inside my pores. So that really helped a lot. Number three, what I started doing was washing my makeup brushes very often. That is something we always don't look at very often, is our makeup brushes. So after toner, I like to use a little bit of mist on my face. This is the Face Shop Chia Seed Calming Mist Toner. This is so good, so refreshing, really love it. And I was talking to you guys about washing makeup brushes. It is very important that you wash your makeup brushes at least once a week. I try and wash my foundation brushes once in like every 2 or 3 days, because that's what is creating the bacteria in your skin. And if your skin has acne, the bacteria turns out to grow more and faster. So when you wash your brushes, especially the liquid, whatever you've used liquids with, like your foundation, your concealer, try and wash them more often than your powder. Powders are fine, you can wash them once in a week, once in 2 weeks, it's still fine. But the things you use like with the liquids, it tends to grab onto so much bacteria and so much gunk. And then when you actually put it on your face, it's gonna like turn your bacteria into 10 times. So it's gonna be really catastrophic. And that's one thing that I really started doing. So even if I don't have time to wash all of my brushes, what I would do is I would wash only one foundation brush. Like every 2 or 3 days I would use only one foundation brush and I would wash that, and I would use that same foundation brush for my concealer as well. So I don't have like 3 brushes to wash in a day. I just have one brush that I have to wash like quite a few times. And when you don't really need like 50 different types of brushes only to do your foundation and concealer. I just use 1 or 2 brushes to do my foundation and concealer, and that is it. So when I do that, I end up washing it every 2 to 3 days. I still wash it, and I am really moving forward to the fact that I want to have at least 7 to 8 foundation brushes, so that every day I can use one, and at the end of the week I can wash all of them, and then every day again I can do one. But right now I just have a few foundation brushes. It's not that much of a collection, so I am waiting for that day when I have a few more brushes, so that I can use one a day and then put it to rest, and then I can wash all of it in on my day off or something like that. But that will all come later on. Now it's just about washing my brushes every 2 or 3 days, and the powder brushes and stuff like that, I wash it every week or once in 2 weeks. So next I'm going to be using this Kiehl's Nightly Refining Micro Peel Concentrate. This has really helped me with my patches and my dark marks, because it really works with resurfacing the skin. Like it just gets rid of dead skin very easily, and it's not very potent like over the counter retinol or something like that. So it's not going to be very strong on your skin, but it is very nice. It is like, I love Kiehl's products anyway, and this has to be my second or third bottle with this product, because I've been talking to you about this since a year. Almost this time last year I went to Zurich and I carried the same product with me, and even then I was showing you in my hotel room getting the Unready, that vlog I've been showing you that I use this product like really so much, and I still use it every single day. So what I do is every time I put on a product, I take like a minute of break. I really let the product get into my skin, and then I move on to another product. And if you guys feel like this is too much of a procedure, there are so many products involved, just start with an oil-based cleanser, a face wash and a moisturizer. That's it. Start with that and then add products on. Nowadays what I do is every time I come back from work, I take like that 20 minutes for myself to get all of these things done. Now that I'm speaking to you, it's taking more time, but when I'm doing it myself, I'm like, oh, this, and it just happens. Like it's like muscle memory. I know what to do next, and it just happens. Like it doesn't take so long. So the next thing I'm going to put on is a vitamin C serum. This is the Skin Tech Vitamin C Serum. I don't think you get it outside. I sell it in my own skin. If you guys know, I have a skin clinic myself, so I do sell it in my clinic, and I really love this one so much. It's one of the most amazing vitamin C serums that I've ever seen, other than the Kiehl's one. I really love the Kiehl's one also. That's the spot correcting. It's a transparent bottle. I have it in my empties somewhere. I can't find it. So that is really good. I used to use it so much, and then it ended, and then I started trying this out, and it's really good. I used to be really scared of serums because I felt like it might break me out. It might be very oily for my skin and it might just break me out and stuff. But not anymore. I just feel like the more you hydrate your skin, the more skin looks healthier and is better. People also have dry skin and have acne. So it's not just because of oil or block pores and stuff like that. Serums are so lightweight. They really work on your skin, and they're not very heavy for your skin. So they don't really block your pores. So the next lifestyle change that I made in my life is in my dietary changes, like things I eat, things I don't eat, things I have minimized completely. So there are a lot of things. So I have completely minimized milk, dairy products. So butter, cheese, dahi, doodh, milk, none of that. So I have very less of it. Even if I have it, I have a little bit, like 2 spoons of milk in my tea, or I would have a little bit of dahi sometimes, but in the daytime, not in the night. I don't really like having a lot of dairy in my meal, and dairy does break you out very badly. So if you have acne, try and cut down on the dairy. Second thing to cut down is on sugars. So if you're having a lot of sugary products like chocolates and cake and I don't know, sweets, gulab jamun, jalebi, whatever. So if you're having a lot of that, try and cut it down as much as you can. Even sugar in your tea, try and cut that down, because sugar does have inflammation, like body does inflammate because of sugars. So you need to make sure that you have very less sugars in your meals. I used to be the kind of person who used to love sugars, like I still do. Every after every lunch, sometimes if I'm free, I crave for something sugary. So if I'm not working after lunch, I end up like craving for something sugary so badly. I used to get a pastry from any of the cake shops, and I used to keep it in my fridge. So after my lunch, I used to have 1 spoon of the pastry. It was that bad, like I used to crave for it that bad. And then just to stop it, I started having one like teaspoon of honey. Like I used to have 1 teaspoon of honey after my lunch. No cakes, no chocolates, no any kind of sweet, just honey. So 1 teaspoon of honey every time I really wanted something sugary. And from there, I came down to not having anything sugary after lunch at all. But it took some time for me to get from there to here, from not being able to just sit after lunch without having something sweet, to now not even like thinking about it. So it's been a journey, it takes some time. So it did have a lot of effect on my skin, and I really am happy, and I can see the results. That's why I'm more motivated towards making sure what I'm eating is right. I realized that whenever I used to go out grocery shopping, I used to pick up a bag of chips, 2-3 bags of chips. I wouldn't lie, I used to pick up at least 2 to 3 bags of chips. And then I stopped doing that because I did not have anything at home. Like I did not get any chips at home. I did not, get to eat it. Like even if I wanted some, there wasn't any. So where would I get it from? So I stopped having chips right over there. Alright, so the serum has had its time to set into my skin. I'm going to use a sheet mask. This is the Face Shop Blueberry sheet mask. Really love blueberry, goji berry, anything with berries with it is good because it has a lot of antioxidants. Antioxidants help repair your skin. So I like to use the rest of the serums on my hands and stuff because it just is good for your skin, so why not? Alright, so we're gonna leave this on for 15 minutes, and it's really weird to talk to you guys with the sheet mask on, so I'm gonna let it all absorb and then I'll be back to talk to you guys. Alright, so it's been 15 minutes. I'm gonna get rid of this mask now. Alright, so all the serums we have on the skin, I'm just gonna push them in, and they will absorb in a minute or two, but you just have to let it sit there for a minute. And I wanted to talk to you guys about what happens sometimes in my clinic. So a lot of ladies sometimes come with their daughters, and they feel like they're helping out their daughters, but sometimes while they're talking to me about the problems of their daughters, it feels like they're kind of giving a lot of insecurity to their daughters. Like I had this lady who came up to me yesterday for a consult with her daughter, and her daughter's skin was beautiful. There was nothing wrong with her skin. The only thing was she had a few of acne marks right over here, and like right on the cheeks, right over here. Nothing much, nothing as bad as I have, but all she could say was not that to help my daughter, अगर ऐसा ही चेहरा रहा तो उसको लड़का कैसे मिलेगा. And I was just like, seriously, this is not the way. Like seriously, that is the way you actually incorporate a lot of insecurity in these young girls. That is the way society feels like these young girls should look extremely perfect and extremely taut and extremely, I don't know, have the most plasticky skin in this world. But that's not reality. That's not what it is. All of this makeup I do, we all do, all the YouTubers do, is just because we have fun with makeup, right? And all the skincare that we do is to show you guys what products are out there, but it's never to tell you guys that it has to be perfect. Your skin has to be perfect. If it's not perfect, it's like, you won't get anything in life. It's not like that. My skin is not perfect, and when I spoke to you guys earlier about Cautious Beauty, that I am a big fan of hers, that is because she never uses any filters on her Instagram and stuff. I do sometimes. I am still saying that I do sometimes use filters. I still do smooth out my skin sometimes because I want that the picture to look really beautiful. Like that whole thing should look very professional, like what a lot of Instagrammers do. I really want that, but I never would tell you guys or soften my videos or tell you guys that I have perfect skin, or not show what my skin actually looks like. This is what my skin actually looks like, and I'm okay with it. There's no problem with me showing you what my actual skin looks like. I'm very comfortable with what my skin looks like. I'm very comfortable with how far I've come from having really, really bad skin to having somewhere where I don't get acne that often. I have all these marks. I get 1 or 2 acne here and then. I'm still happy, and I praise and I thank God that I do get 1 or 2 acne, but I don't get something that I had before. It was a mess before, and from there I came here, and from here I want to go forward and I want to get like really nice skin. But it is going to take some time. I cannot put that pressure on myself to get like really perfect, and then I would, talk to you guys about my skin, because then it would be a lie. This is what my skin looks like right now. I'll see you down the line when my YouTube goes on for about 2 or 3 years more, and then maybe I'll have really good skin. The marks will disappear. I don't know what will happen then, and you would know. And you would know the journey I have gone through, and I've never had really perfect skin, and you would know that, right? So it is very important to accept yourself and accept all the flaws that you have. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with PCOS. I am okay with gaining weight here and there. For God's sake, I own a skin clinic, and I have helped hundreds of girls with their skin, and they are really, really happy with what I've done with their skin. Ladies, women, men, I've helped so many people with their skin, and I've always told them one thing: be practical about what results you want. I'm not the kind of person who can guarantee you shift from here to there, but I can promise you results. If you keep on doing what I say, you will see results. It will take time, but you will see results, and you will see positive results. You will see results that don't affect your skin very, very badly, or don't affect your body very badly. We're trying to do something very softly, very gently, so that it lasts long. Alright, so with that being said, next and the last step in my skincare routine is the Plum Green Tea Night Gel. I really love using this one. This is really good for oily skin. If you have oily, acne prone skin, and if you want a night cream or a night gel or something to use at night, this works really, really well. Alright, so I do look slightly red because every time I rub my face, my skin does tend to become super red. Alright, so that is it with my skincare so far. So to talk about PCOS, I haven't completely changed my lifestyle yet. I still have a few boxes to tick, a few things more to do in my life or in my lifestyle, a few changes that I still need to do and still need to work on. I'm not perfect, you guys. I still need to go and exercise every single day. I exercise for like 2 months, and then I take a month break, and then again I push myself to go back for a month, and then again I take like 15 days break, and it always keeps happening with me. I am trying to get into a routine of going to the gym every single day, but it's quite difficult for me to go. I'm mentally preparing myself every single day. I'm trying to motivate myself to go to the gym and to work out, because workout does make a lot of difference in your skin, and it does help a lot. I am trying to drink a lot more water. I usually forget drinking water because I'm so busy during the day. I just forget drinking water. So some days I don't drink water for the entire day, and I don't even remember, like I don't even know that I'm not drinking water. So that happens to me, and that needs to be changed. I'm not perfect, you guys. Seriously, I'm not perfect, and nobody is. I'm just trying to make changes slowly in my lifestyle to make everything better. I really want to start meditating. That is one thing I really want to start doing. And yeah, these 3 things at least I have my head on right now. Alright guys, so that is it with this video. If you like this video, if you like such talk throughs and talking about real life, real talk kind of videos, if you would like to sit with me and talk to me about things like this, just let me know in the comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Also to subscribe to my channel. Please guys, we're gonna be hitting 1000 very, very soon, and I can't wait for that. So do hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys, I love you.